Hey, Negus TV. Freddy again. So, I was watching a video a couple days ago. Shout out to Bigjxxx. How you doing? Apparently. Caught my attention about you were talking about crystalline kerosene. A lot of thoughts, a lot of opinions, and about what you were analyzing about her. But I guess the hottest topic right now on this side of YouTube is black women with white men. Don't see it much, but it's interesting to hear the experiences of them with other races. Man, kind of very insightful. Makes me look at the different side of the coin. Always interested to hear her experience from a sister's point of view. But it's kind of strange that I find crystalline kerosene. Her name is too easy to butcher, but she is a woman. She is a black lady, I think in her late 30s, early 40s. She runs a website called Beyond Black and White. She's there to promote an alternative for black women who want to date outside their race. Personally, I don't give a fuck. Like I've done it myself, I date outside my race. I've done it before, whatever. You do what you damn want to do. I find that even racist people will date black folks, but they hide it, or their black partners, very naive, overlook it. Black people are very naive to what some people in that particular race that they're dating think of them and our race. It's African Americans. We're very, very naive, especially brothers. But so my point is that if you are going to date, interracially, please keep in mind that if your significant other justifies, and I'm saying this for an example that I watched my friend go through personally, really hurt her. She was in love with a Mexican dude, and she would call me a lot, sometimes crying, being very hurt, because he would put up with what his family was saying to my friend. She did nothing to hurt this man. Yeah, she was, a handful, but she did not. She didn't say nothing prejudiced or racist towards her future in-laws, future family she would have married into, because she was almost engaged to him. And I say almost engaged to him because they broke up. Now, I would advise anyone, you dad outside your race, whatever, be mindful and be very aware and be cautious, because sometimes this person that you date will have some fucked up views about African Americans. And if they make you put up with it or ignore it, or they allow their family to disrespect you like that, then I would advise you to think twice or reevaluate that relationship. I'm not saying don't, and I'm not saying that, you should just cut it all off together. What I'm saying is be careful. Don't compromise your integrity. Don't overlook things, because here's what I'm saying. If she had married him, I predict that if the family was making racist comments towards her, and her future husband almost would have been her fiance, was making her put up with what his family was saying to her, then I can only predict that he would allow the children to be mistreated, by his family. So that's what I think. I can see the children being mistreated. These mixed black kids being mistreated by her in-laws, mainly the parents of this man that she loved. Maybe not so much the siblings. Siblings are pretty cool. Some of them. But yeah, that's my spiel. Just be careful. And I don't think that a lot of African Americans think about this. I didn't think about this. I'm 30 years old, but I had to reevaluate what I thought about myself and my own people, or who I chose to be with. So those of you sisters who do, be very mindful. You can't just go in a relationship and not think and be aware of what other men may think about you, or the preconceived notions, or what they think is true about you, about sisters. And it's real fucked up if you find something very disturbing about what his particular group thought of you or us as a people. So just be careful. I'm not saying you don't. I'm not saying fuck it, go back to black men, because sometimes I see why you have, you know, act the way you do towards us. But then I see why black men do what they do as well. So kind of, it rolls around in circles. This black man, this black woman, this black man, it rolls around in circles. But I'm speaking from the point of view of what Bigjxxx was thinking about Crystal and Kerosene. It's not all one-sided peaches and cream. There is a dark side to it. The dark side is you'll end up compromising your integrity and yourself by allowing someone in your life, in your legs, in your heart, in your mind, and in your soul to harm, you and the seed that you produce with him. Because I've seen a whole string of videos of the offspring of these, especially the daughters, the kids, about the horror stories that they got growing up. And I'd hate for that to happen to individuals I run across. So just be careful. Integrity first, love for self first, and if, you know, they treat you right, cool. If not, stay the hell away from them. This is coming from someone who has personally experienced these things, and from who, you know, from females who have surprised me that I refuse to date because of the fucked up perception that they had of me as a black male, which I personally did not like. That's all I gotta say. Holla back, Big J. Tell me what you think. Later.